welcome back everyone. How's it going on? Thank you so much for clicking the video, and today we have another deck. The big two guys over here are the Giant and the Balloon, who are gonna help you get that tower down as soon as possible. So these two are the big win conditions for you. Apart from them, we also have the Witch and the Musketeer, who will be helping you go through and continue the push when it actually comes to dropping the Balloon and the Giant. So once you've dropped in the Giant and the Balloon, you actually have to back them up with the Musketeer and the Witch in order to get them going and at least do a decent amount of damage to that tower. So again, we have the Knight here who will be defending when you actually have a lot of troops coming towards your way, and there is so much hit points in him that will definitely do the purpose. Also, the Fire Spirits are here to do any area splash to maybe minion horde if possible. If you encounter them, we're gonna do area splash to them. And also we have the Zap and the Fireball, who also will be doing some damage as well. So yeah, without wasting any of your time, let's get right into the video. But before that, make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel for Clash of Clans or Clash Royale content every single day. Make sure you click on the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any of my Clash of Clans or Clash Royale content as soon as I upload them. Okay, here is the first replay, and we are facing off a level 9 guy, and we do have the Witch in our first place. So we're gonna drop in the Witch, and then we might actually drop in the Giant. That should be a pretty good combo. So we're gonna start over by dropping in the Witch, and the opponent did not consider the Fire Spirits as a big threat. Of course, a big trouble for him. So definitely dealt some damage over there. So we're gonna combine the Witch with the Giant. It should be a pretty great combo, and after that we can actually put in the Musketeer to deal with the Mega Minion. Or yeah, it's the Mega Minion that the opponent has actually dropped in. So the Giant is starting over and doing some damage. Just a bit of health remaining on the Witch there. The Giant will definitely be taking down that tower. He has a lot more hit points to deal with. Pretty much a bad option by the opponent to drop in the Golem. Although it's not a very strong one, it's just a level 3 and it's not really strong. So we're going to continue the attack by dropping in the Balloon, and then we're going to drop in the Fire Spirits as well. The opponent, I don't know what's wrong with him, but then he actually doesn't drop in the Night Witch. Of course it will be down within no time. So there you see the first replay. Pretty much an easy victory, pretty much overkill in fact. Okay, so here is the second replay, and again we can drop in the Fire Spirit, so I'm going to be doing that to see if the opponent is actually going to be dropping it. Yes, he is going to drop in the Fire Spirit, and we're going to use the Fire Spirit to do the damage to the minion. A massive loss, a 3 elixir positive elixir trade for us, so definitely going to drop in the tanks. So the Fire Spirit is really good when it actually comes to taking down the Fire minion horde, or maybe the skeleton army if it's actually coming towards your way. So again, the Giant will be going through and doing some damage. Now if the opponent has a defensive building, in that case you can just not do anything but just wait for the Giant to do and deal with that. So Giant again has started out pretty good over here. He's actually done a lot of damage over there, 1600, but then just see the bad luck I actually got in here. The Prince is coming in and he actually pierces down on my tower. Pretty much a lot of damage being dealt, and the Ice Wizard again going to do some damage, which I'm pretty much going to ignore. And the opponent, I don't know what's wrong with him. He actually could have actually dropped in the Balloon, and he again could have taken down that tower. It's a pretty lame excuse to not drop in the Balloon at this point. He drops in the Baby Dragon and then puts in the Balloon. So definitely the tower will be down because I don't have much of elixir. By the time he actually drop in the Witch, the Balloon is going to do one single bomb blast and it's going to fall down, and it's completely going to take that tower down. Putting in the Knight to continue the attack, and the Valkyrie is doing some great area splash. I'm going to zap them all down, and again, by the time I actually zap them up, they actually have done a lot of damage over there. So again, the hit points are still at 1634, while the opponent has actually taken down the tower itself. We're gonna start over maybe on the other side, because we can go in from the same side itself. So we are gonna drop in the Fire Spirits. You definitely have only the Fire Spirits as a counter for this minion horde over here. It's a big threat. So again, the opponent does not have elixir. You spend in 5 elixir, dealt with that by just using in 2 elixir, which is pretty sad. The Balloon again drops in one last one, and it definitely did break that tower down. So again, we're gonna get rid of the Zap, and the Musketeer will pretty much do the damage we require. The Baby Dragon is not a big threat. I'm gonna just ignore that. The Musketeer is down there, I'm gonna drop in the witch as well as the giant, but then before that we actually have to counter the prince here. So I'm gonna put in the balloon here, the fact that the prince is down. So again, doing pretty good at this point, dropping in the musketeer to deal with the Valkyrie. And if any one of you think the legendary card that is the Ice Spirit is any good, you probably will get a clear idea on that. You probably will be switching over your mind itself. So the balloon is being taken down as well. The fact that this guy is definitely facing some hard counters for his balloon, and pretty much all of his troops, you see, he is definitely going to take down the musketeer, but then there's sufficient enough to take down the prince over there. So again, gonna fireball this again. One positive elixir trade, one extra elixir that I'm actually going to benefit out of it. So I'm going to let the baby dragon do the damage, and this time if you are actually thinking that the ice wizard is pretty good, think it again, because it's for you, those of you who actually think the ice spirit is pretty awesome. He's actually going to let me do the damage to that tower. I'm pretty sure for 3 elixir and being a legendary card, you at least have to defend the balloon, so you pretty much get the victory over here, a pretty easy one. So there you see, you guys, that's pretty much the deck itself. It's a really easy and simple one as far as if you are considering the same strategy as I'm going through. So if you have the giant, then make sure you're putting it up with a witch. Witch and giant do a really great combo. The witch is going to deal with any air or ground area splash, and it's really good enough. Again, if you're going in with the balloon, make sure you're clubbing that out with the fire spirit. That should be pretty good to go. If you have more elixir, then again you can take in maybe the musketeer or the witch, which would again be a great option when it actually comes to combo for the giant and the balloon. So this is pretty much the deck itself. It's a really cool one, it's a really awesome one. You can just give it a try, maybe you'll succeed with it, but make sure you're having a decent level of these cards and you probably will be on the safer side. So thank you so much for watching till the very end. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm Ayrus and I'll be seeing you the next time. Until then, goodbye.